We've just landed in Belize City from Charlotte, North Carolina, and we're heading to the water taxi terminal to catch our ferry to San Pedro. We booked our shuttle with San Pedro Belize Express after doing some research. They came up highly rated and reputable with a solid fleet and frequent daily departures. Now, you actually have two options to get to San Pedro: the ferry or a quick hopper flight. The flight is fast, like 15 minutes in the air fast, but it'll run you around $90 to $130 one way. Let's do it! We've made it, we've made it. Welcome to Belize, ladies and gentlemen.
Why your phone is up?
Get ready for an adventure. Yeah, on the sides, yep. Kevin gonna have to. So as you can see, we decided to go with the ferry instead of the hopper flight. It takes about an hour and a half, but like I said, it's more affordable. And honestly, cruising through the Caribbean and getting to see the islands along the way felt like part of the experience. So that's the plan. Next stop, San Pedro. And just like that, we've arrived. Amber's Caye, baby. Hopping off the ferry, grabbing our bags, and trying not to look like total tourists doing the wobbly sea legs walk. Next thing you know, we're cruising down the road in a golf cart, because that's basically the Lamborghini of this island. No lines, no waiting, no where's my Uber panic. Golf carts are the move here. Everyone's cruising around in these things like it's the most normal form of transportation in the world, which on this island, it kind of is. And here we are, Mahogany Bay. We booked an Airbnb called Tranquility, right on the resort property, which is actually part of the Marriott Bonvoy family. So we get that resort level location and amenities, but with privacy of our own place. Best of both worlds. Let's check it out. After getting settled in, we were exhausted, but hunger always wins. So we headed out for our first meal in San Pedro at Angler Seafood House. Grabbed a local beer, first time trying it, and honestly, this was the perfect first taste of the island. Fresh, flavorful, exactly what we needed. Had the fajitas, sizzling and packed with flavor. By the time we got back to the resort, it was all lit up. Day one in the books. And just like that, it was time to crash because day two was about to bring a lot more. So we made the trek out to Secret Beach, about 45 minutes north by golf court. It was bumpy, but honestly, it was worth every minute. This water was unreal. One thing that blew my mind here, you can walk out what feels like a football field into the ocean, and it barely goes past your waist. The water just stays shallow forever. Billy Pablo. That's what I thought he was gonna play. Deep. Come on and y'all ain't do Carolina right, man. And somewhere around this point, let's just say the drinks may have caught up with me a little. Now, I didn't take a ton of footage this day, and honestly, that was on purpose. I was just living in the moment, soaking it all in, not worried about getting the perfect shot. We spent most of the day to just relaxing on the beach, soaking up the sun, and making sure we made it back before dark. Sometimes the best days are the ones you don't document as much. But hey, at least I got proof I had a great time. After we made it back from Secret Beach, we took the scenic route through San Pedro town before heading to dinner. Just wanted to give you guys a real feel for what the town actually looks like. Golf carts are everywhere. Like, that's generally how everyone gets around here. Colorful buildings, little shops, local restaurants lining the streets. This is the heartbeat of the island. Small, a little chaotic, and full of character. It's laid back, it's charming, and honestly, that's exactly the vibe you come here for.
Oh, this is the street we was on earlier. This is where the artesian mall is.
At this point, we're approaching the end of the day, so we're headed to dinner. This is still day 2, and we're going to Caroline's Cooking. I don't have footage from that night, but man, that food was hitting. So it's officially day 3, and we're kicking things off with a water taxi ride over to Caye Caulker. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes to get there from San Pedro. We paid about $35 per person round trip, which honestly felt like a steal for a whole new island to explore. Let's go see what Caye Caulker is all about. First, let me make a video pretending to be driving this boat. I swear it looks like I'm driving this boat. I even leaned into it. I don't know if you can tell, but look at my Aunt Rhonda. She's being a copycat, literally doing what I was just doing, pretending to drive the boat. So we made it to Caye Caulker, and right off the dock, we linked up with a golf cart taxi driver who dropped us off for lunch. Super friendly, knew the island inside and out, so of course we grabbed her contact information before heading in.
Oh yeah, that's the spot.
the plan. She's coming back later to give us a full tour around the island for a small fee. Honestly, that's the move here. Locals know all the spots you never find on your own. So we're gonna stop at the Lazy Lizard Bar and Grill. This place sits right on the split, and funny enough, locals use the split and Lazy Lizard almost interchangeably. Here's why. Back in the 1950s, fishermen dug a small channel through here so their boats didn't have to go around the whole island. Then Hurricane Hattie hit in 1961 and blew it wide open, literally splitting the island into two. Right next door is a spot called Sip and Dip. We stayed here for a bit, mostly just drinking drinks since we had already eaten, and just kind of relaxed in the water, so I didn't get too much footage, but it was definitely a good time. So we called our taxi driver, or golf cart taxi driver, to come back and pick us up so we can go ahead and take her up on that island tour that she mentioned earlier.
Restaurant and bar and a casino as well.
So this is our tour of Caye Caulker, where the motto is go slow. It takes about 30 minutes to get from end to end of the island, which is about 5 miles long and less than a mile wide. No real roads, just sandy streets. So this was it. No stoplights, no rush hour, no cars honking, just sand, sun, and a cart puttering around 15 miles an hour. Go slow really isn't just a motto here. It's the only speed available. Right on the lagoon side of the island is Iguana Reef Inn, and every afternoon around 4 p.m. dozens of wild stingrays show up right at the shore. The staff actually names them. Some have come back for years. You don't even need to be a guest here. Just grab a drink at the bar and walk down to the water. Feeding tarpon. These guys are called silver kings. They can grow up to 8 feet long, and they'll leap clean out of the water to grab fish from your hand. Don't worry, they don't have teeth, just a mouth like sandpaper. So it's all thrill, no bite. Watch this. So we had a full day in Caye Caulker, had a blast. Definitely gonna go back there. But we wanted to get back before it got dark and start getting ready for dinner.
It was good. It was windy in the mug.
So at this point, we're in the downtown area, about to head to dinner, and this place that we're going to is pretty cool because you get to pick out your own seafood if you want, and then they'll cook it, and it's really tasty. One of the best places that we went to while being here.
You doing the fish?
Yeah. Butt garlic butter. And how much is it, or how do you?
This is the price I'm gonna put you. They're 15 Belize a piece. The shrooms are 10 Belize a piece, and then the fish will be on the side will be 85 Belize. Also Belize dollars, also includes your sides.
Okay. Can we get one more scallop? I get one.
How much scallop do you have?
Sorry. I'm getting ribs. What you getting?
Alright.
They really had an extensive menu here, so I think that's another reason why we really liked it. I mean, besides the fact that it was really, really tasty. I mean, we had chicken wings, steak, obviously seafood, even some ribs. So, definitely a lot of options.
All right, Cassie, we have just left the restaurant. What do you say about your restaurant?
This was awesome.
Awesome. What was it like, Ma?
Grandma, how was the food?
Awesome. Okay, Carrie. Okay, Carrie, what was it like?
Oh, it was delicious.
Delicious. Bev, what was it like?
Delicious.
About what? $2,000 later.
Put that shit on everything.
Day 3 is finally over. Very eventful. Had a great time, great food, great company. Now it's time to get some rest and get ready for day 4. This is our last day in San Pedro, and we're starting it off right at our realtor's home here on the island. This is what island living can really look like. So as you can see, we're going through the canal now, and he's taking us to Secret Beach on his personal boat. And the plan is for him to show us some land that we could possibly purchase here. If you've ever thought about owning property in Belize or land just to hold on to and maybe even just flip, definitely get in touch with Remax. Our realtor's name is Chris out here in Ambergris Caye, and man, it was wonderful. I have to admit though, this boat ride was a bit rough. He warned us before we went how choppy it was this day, so we can only blame ourselves, but no regrets, but it was a bit scary.
You good, Mom?
Even though it's windy today, like the water visibility is unbelievable. Usually when we have this much wind, it's sort of sandy, it's cloudier, and it's
It looks good.
gorgeous. Yeah. Just want to tweak the rest of the day and just wonder and have 2 beers.
Right?
This whole area was basically inaccessible until a developer cut a road through the mangroves less than 10 years ago. Before that, this side of the island was untouched. Right now, a lot of these lots are still raw. No electricity, no public water. Whatever power or water you have here, you're generating yourself. Solar generators, full off-the-grid living. For us, we're thinking about investment and retirement. And here's the big one. There's talk about building an international airport just north of this area. That's exactly why this is the time. We actually purchased this lot right here for $110,000. Once we returned from Secret Beach, we headed back to Mahogany Bay, where we decided to stay on the resort and go to the resort pool club, where we just had a few snacks and we relaxed by the pool for a while. So here we are. As you can see, this is our last night in San Pedro, and we're dressing in all white for our final photo shoot before we say goodbye to this island. And for dinner, we decided on going to Elvy's Kitchen, a San Pedro staple for over 35 years. Here's the coolest part. The floor is actually sand. You're indoors, under a roof, but it genuinely feels like you're eating right on the beach. And the food, yeah, the food lives up to the hype. Genuinely some of the best we've had this whole trip. I know I keep saying that, but all the food here was amazing. And just like that, last ride on the golf cart. Heading to the ferry, then the airport, then back to reality. It's funny how a few days ago this felt like a whole new world, and now it feels like home for a bit. This is it. This is all. This is the end. Go slow, they say, and for a few days we actually did. Belize, this won't be the last time.